Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I've got some good old classic vegan breakfast ideas to share with you. They're super yummy, pretty healthy I'd say, and only take you about 10 minutes to make. Starting with this chocolate zucchini shake. Yes, a chocolate zucchini shake. Someone, I don't know, like 6 months ago commented and said I should try to put frozen zucchinis in my smoothies. I was a bit skeptical of that idea at first, but those doubts quickly vanished once I tried it for the first time. The night before, you're gonna cut a zucchini into small pieces, like small circles or half circles. Put the pieces inside a Tupperware container, a freezing bag, or just wrap them up in some parchment paper and leave them in the freezer overnight. The next morning, grab a blender or a food processor and add the frozen zucchini slices, along with some soft dates, some semi-ground flax seeds, some vanilla, unsweetened cacao powder, a pinch of salt to really bring out the chocolate flavor in this. This is optional, but I would also recommend to add like a tablespoon of vegan chocolate or vanilla protein powder. You could substitute this with a tablespoon of oats and perhaps another date or some extra sweetener, since at least the protein powders I use tend to be quite sweet on their own. Also, a tablespoon of nut butter goes in here. Highly recommend cashew, but peanut butter and almond butter are both great choices too. Last but not least, add some non-dairy milk. Blend it up until smooth, and then it's ready to be served. This is very good. It basically gives you almost the exact same creaminess frozen bananas would give you, minus the overpowering banana flavor. Moving on to this super simple but delicious caramelized onion and avocado toast. The recipe is pretty much in the name here. Cut a medium-sized yellow onion into rings. Grab a small skillet, add a bit of oil, and bring the heat up to medium. Once the pan is hot, add the onion rings, letting everything cook for around 8 minutes while you stir here and there. In the meantime, grab some bread and toast it up. Also, half an avocado is needed. Once the onion rings have cooked down and have become all caramelized, add whatever seasoning you like. I went for fry seasoning.
What if I wake up happy?
And then that's pretty much it. Top the toasted bread off with the onion. Before that, you could also add a layer of hummus or maybe a bit of vegan cream cheese. I didn't do it, but I bet that would be nice. Top this off with the avocado half. Perhaps also some vegan chili mayo, some chili flakes. For recipe number 3, we've got this little bagel sandwich here. It doesn't have to be bagel, could be any other type of bread or even a wrap that we're gonna fill with these super yummy and easy to make hummus and tofu nuggets. They're essentially like the tofu nuggets I've made on here a couple months ago, but the 10-minute pan-fried version. Grab a food processor. I'll have this one linked down below in case you're wondering. Add a block of firm plain tofu to it, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, some cornstarch, plain store-bought hummus, soy sauce, white wine vinegar or lemon juice, a heavy pinch of salt, and also perhaps other spices you feel like adding. Blend this up until smooth, then bring a non-stick skillet with some oil to medium-high. Once the oil is hot, add the tofu bites, 1 heaping tablespoon or 1 ice cream scoop at a time, leaving them to fry over medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes on each side or until crispy and golden brown on the outside. Toast up your carb of choice. Perhaps spread some vegan cream cheese plus sriracha on that. A layer of spinach maybe. Add some of the nuggets. Definitely add more tomato than I did if you want. I spread the other half of the bagel with some more of the dip, and that was it. This was super nice. I would highly recommend trying this. Next up, we have this quick cherry and chocolate rice porridge here. Cherry and chocolate is simply one of the best flavor combos to exist in my opinion. To a small saucepan, add some rice flakes or flattened rice, which I got from the organic store, but it's gotta be sold at Indian food stores as well. Yeah, otherwise use oats instead. Add a pinch of salt, tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flax seeds, and also some oat milk, or any other type of vegan milk really. I brought this up to a boil first and then reduced the heat to medium, letting this cook for around 8 minutes or until the rice has cooked through and, everything becomes all thick and porridge-like. As for the sweetener, I added some maple syrup. I also still had an open can of coconut milk in my fridge, and so that went in there as well. You could also do soy cream instead or just skip this step. Mix in the frozen cherries. That was a lot of cherries. Of course, any other berry works as well, fresh or frozen. For the last and most important step, dust your bowl with cacao powder. So yummy. To this one here, I had added the chia seeds on the side as a chia pudding type topping. I do quite like that weird jelly type consistency chia pudding has. Anyway, I dusted everything with the cacao again. Yeah, that was that. For recipe number 5, we're gonna be making some healthy pancakes. Some oat and yogurt pancakes to be more specific. First off, we're gonna blend all the dry ingredients. No worries if you don't have a food processor, this is not 100% needed. Either go for oat flour or just stick with the small cut oats and don't blend the mixture. The end result will be a tiny bit different consistency wise, but the rest, like the taste, cooking time and all that, is all gonna stay the same. So after blending the oats, salt, baking powder and sugar, add all the wet ingredients: non-dairy milk, vanilla, vegan yogurt, and apple cider vinegar. Then give this a couple more seconds with the food processor or just mix it by hand. Now, to save time in the morning, you could also simply mix all the ingredients together the night before. I have found that the pancakes turn out even more light and fluffy that way. But keep in mind that the next day the oats will have soaked up quite a bit of the liquid, so I would suggest adding another splash of non-dairy milk to kind of loosen it up and to get it back into its original pancake batter state. Bring a non-stick skillet with a bit of coconut oil up to medium heat. For each pancake, add a heaping tablespoon of batter to the hot pan. Let the cakes cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You'll know they're ready to be flipped once you can see a lot of bubbles forming at the top. They also reheat really nicely, so you could do the whole flipping process the night before as well, and then just put them into the microwave in the morning or heat them up otherwise. Serve up your pancakes with whatever you like. I went for some soy yogurt, blueberries, maple syrup, of course. And yeah, that concludes today's breakfast recipes. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you were able to get some good inspo from this. Don't be shy tagging me in your stories if you happen to remake a recipe and take a photo of it. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you very soon. Have a good rest to your day. Bye! I said what I said, but I don't know your eyes.